Hey friends, what's going on today? I do have to apologize or make a bit of a video explaining why the SVS comparison video has not been uploaded yet. The very simple and honest truth to that is I have to edit it together, and there's something about the whole process that is causing me to avoid editing it. It doesn't make any sense. I know that I should be doing my diligence and putting it together. All the files are ready. They're on the computer. I think I've even loaded them into iMovie to edit, but I haven't actually done it yet. There are two reasons for my hesitation. One is I had a phone call from somebody that I cannot name, and I will not name until things come to 100%. But the 100% right now is only 50-50. The conversation may allow me to add one other speaker to compare everything with. Now, I don't know about any of you, but I would love to have a surprise added in. And I want to know in the comments, let me know as early as you can in the video. Do you want to see the 4-way demo with the SVS early, and then if I get a surprise added in another video later? Yes, I know my untanned knees are staring you right in the face, but don't pay attention over there. Check out the speakers. So I have a 4-way demo in comparison with the SVS Ultra bookshelves and a couple of other models, which I believe I've already talked about. They are ready to go. I need to edit them together. It's going to be a lengthy process because the video needs to compare each model with each other, or I'll do SVS, then this model, then go back to SVS, and then another model, and then do the A, B, and the sound. It's quite a bit of an undertaking. It'll be worth it when I get it done, and I just wanted to come on here and create like a short video just to explain that, yes, indeed, I have recorded the process. I have the video content ready to be edited. I just have been lazy, to be honest. It's been really hot. I've been dealing with air conditioning and power outages here and there. Combination with work, I had some medical appointments. Life happens, and it's not always easy to do the things that we need to do, or at least in my case, I find it really difficult to process things in a focused way. One of the appointments I went to, I will tell you, was to see a psychologist about the ADHD diagnosis, which explains a lot about how I can talk to the camera fluently, do what I do here, and think on my feet and speak the way that I do with the number of coping mechanisms and training and reading and all that kind of stuff I've done throughout my life. It better suits my style to do it this way. I don't have the kind of mind that can stay focused on something in a written form, in a scripted form, to sit there and practice, to do my lines over and over again and then edit for whichever lines I say that are best. Like, I would have just edited out that little pause or phrase or a mistake, and you know what I mean? That's the way a lot of people do it. They have the mind to just stay in the pocket and do those things a little bit at a time. I don't. I really, truly, and I don't have that kind of mind to return to something after the fact, to things that I even have to do or I should be doing. It comes off as procrastination or laziness, but it really is a matter of, like, my mind structure just doesn't operate well in those terms, in focused modes. I have to do things this way. I have to just one off and done and speak freely and clearly and honestly, because, to be honest, I really couldn't do it any other way. I don't mean to pit myself against other creators. I know that everybody has their style. I find that a lot of it, now I haven't talked about audio really other than the videos that's coming up, so that's kind of my style too. I'm a mix between the gear that we see, how things are going in this system, explaining as best I can. One of my live videos recently was very deep and very notable. And if you stick around, I will showcase some goodies. This is what you get for watching through the middle of the video. I will showcase a couple of things and talk about some stuff. If you haven't been here before, then you'll get to know how and why I have things. The point of me saying that is that my style is not always linear. It's focused and knowledgeable, but my mind just can't do it. And I mean, I had a sneaking suspicion that that's what I was experiencing is ADHD, but going to see the psychologist and talking about things like even like dyslexia, that puts a lot of strain on trying to read and script, and even looking at data online. I'm better off in smaller chunks and like listening through things. It's a lot easier for me. Pardon me. I've also been extremely tired this week. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the heat, just because it's been 20 plus, 30 plus, humidity, very uncomfortable. I've just been very tired. So to sit down when I got home from work and put the time in to do the editing, I haven't done it. So that's my apologies to you. I want to keep you in the loop. I don't want to leave anybody hanging. I mean, subscribers and followers now to the channel, those who view the channel and look forward to some of the talks and discussions, I appreciate you. I do respect the fact that you've chosen to stick around and be here with me on the journey. So to you, I say I apologize. The edit hasn't been done yet. I will try to do it after this. I'm going to be sitting to listen to some music for a little while. I've got some of my list called up here. I think we've got some Hans Zimmer playlist, or just Batman is scrolling through, so I don't know if this will be copyright flagged or not, but it's all good. This is just an update to say I'm still here. I'm still working on things. I do have to do the SVS and subs, and then Arundel Towers on their own demo. I'm going to try to wrap that up this weekend. It's just been a little bit hectic, very hot, unstable sort of power grid with the heat. Comes air conditioning and people in the building doing stuff, and the power hasn't been that great. So that's another discouraging factor. Is I think about doing something and setting some time aside to get something captured for the video and making content, but then if the power goes out, then I've got nothing. Next to just walking around in the park talking about other technology things and maybe news. I don't know what's going to be interesting if I can't do these kinds of videos. Also in the comments, let me know what other kinds of video or content would you like to hear? What insights on things that are going on? Should I browse across YouTube and find something interesting? Do I talk about new products that's already out there with a lot of channels? Or do I nitpick and talk about things that a lot of people don't talk about? It's usually more interesting for me, because when I see 10 people talking about Monitor Audio's new Studio 89s this week, or all of the videos that I see from different channels basically saying the same things, like MoFi SourcePoint 888s have been in videos all week. Ron at New Record Day, Aaron at Aaron's Audio Corner, and Audio Excellence with Adrian and his crew. All three of those channels had the SourcePoint 888s. I think even Danny Ritchie at GR Research, I think he might have even had something on, you know what I mean? So in the media, what I find is there's so much of the same stuff going on. You have these 4 or 5 people that all talk about the same thing. And for me personally, the way my mind is just it's too boring. I can't sit there and if one person says it, then I'm good. And then even then, the way that the video goes, because I can anticipate and skip through it. God, it makes me wonder if people just skip through my videos. Yeah, I guess that's fair. But anyways, what I'm saying is I would like to provide something that's interesting. I don't want to be skipped. I don't want to be boring. I don't want to be on here and just make videos that I might have an interest in, but nobody else finds it interesting. It's a bit of a struggle. I feel like any detail on the items and speakers, and like Audioholics just did and released a review of the Arundel Towers the last couple of weeks. James Larson had measurements up and he talked about the towers versus the S towers, and these are still, quite honestly, probably the best value buy you can get, because what you're getting is a company direct speaker in around the $5,000 mark for a pair, depending on where you're buying them. And you're getting so much extra technology, balance, sound power, all of those things. Like, the review from Audioholics was great, and it reinforced everything that I appreciate about them. But I mean, the one person that reviewed them that I appreciated first was Jay Ziagi. Reviewed them and gave them Speaker of the Year last year, I believe. And then Spec of Tech also measured and said that they were really great. Plus, Techno Dad had them in. I think Youth Man also had them. I think that Aaron's Audio Corner, he measured some of the smaller bookshelves or monitors, and they're similar in sound, except these have the really high sensitivity at 92 decibels. And 92 dB, in my opinion, is still the really good benchmark. You want 90 plus decibels sensitivity because it allows for all of the dynamics and sensitivity to changes in volume, micro details, the air and the space in the recording. You get that when your speaker system is able to resolve more sensitive signals. So for me, the 92 dB is a big thing. I am seeking anything that could replace these right now. I'm satisfied so much more even with the subs now, because it fills in that lower octave, that it's really difficult for me to think of anything out there in this price range, anywhere close to it, that is going to offer me better performance than these. They've been so good and they provide so much music detail and balance that to replace them is going to require something very special. So that's the position I'm in right now. Enjoying what I have, avoiding editing. I have to do one more comparison, the towers and the bookshelves. I'll get that done on the weekend, hopefully. And then I have a behind the scenes of the 4-way demo that I have to edit. So here's another question. Third question of the day. If you make it to the end, I appreciate it. You can put down 1, 2, 3. Where was I going with that? Oh my God. That's the question. That's ADHD. I was saying a bunch of stuff and my idea just went, whee! Like, if I don't grasp it, it just floats away. Do I load each of the sound demos of each of the 4 bookshelves on their own, or the comparison of all 4 first? The 4 individually would be a lot easier to put up so people can hear them. I think maybe I will do that anyways, but do I do the edit of all 4 first, or do I do the individual videos first just for content in general? Because it will feature the SVS subs in all videos. Anyways, that was a lot longer than I planned on talking. That's 13 minutes. Chances are Hans Zimmer is going to get flagged on the algorithm, so please leave me the comments. I do appreciate the feedback. I appreciate you following and liking the videos. I do appreciate all of the interactions, which is very, very important for success. I appreciate all of it. Really, truly, I do. It means to me in a feedback way that what I'm doing or saying or presenting is worthwhile, and that feedback is valuable because it helps me create and target what I need to talk about and what I need to change. So please leave the feedback. I do appreciate it. With that 14 minutes over, thank you very much for my sweaty Tuesday on a couch, bare legs and awkward suntan. I always wear like these crazy low socks, so I have, anyways, that's weird. People don't like feet, some people do. There you go, mixed company. They're blocked over here. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much from me and my ADHD. I will talk to you soon, and I will edit the video as quickly as possible. 4-way comparison, bookshelves, SVS. I'll see you guys in the future. Thank you very much.